Welcome to your weekly inspiration. I'm Joey Sampaga.
And I'm Kathy Beckman.
Kathy,
what's the good word?
What is the good word? The good word is we're both wearing red.
We're both wearing red. I don't know if any of you have noticed this. This is the most bizarre thing. We always color coordinate, and we never plan it. Not once.
Not once. Yeah.
So
we don't send emails. We don't say, hey, make sure you wear red.
Yeah. And I actually don't even have that much red.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing here.
I wore it on purpose because I was talking to my girlfriend Athena from Australia yesterday, and she said that the women in Australia typically wear black so that they blend in. And I was like, well, I'm going to do just the opposite. What's the opposite of black? I'm going to wear red.
Sure.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah. So what's the good word today? I think the good word, well, I don't know if it's a good word, but it's a good word to get it out there about energy suckers.
Energy suckers.
Suckers.
And what to do about it when you come across one. You know, it's really difficult. You and I were talking before, and sometimes it's tough when you come across people and all they have are negative things to say, you know. And like I said, I was on the phone with a friend of mine this week, and no matter what I said, there was some negative that she was twisting. When I got off the phone call, I had to sit back and think, wow, what the heck was going on there?
Yeah, you know, here's the thing, though. There's several of us who like to be on the positive side.
Right.
Okay, and we work at it, and it's not easy.
No, it's work.
We get together with like-minded people.
Right.
We talk about being positive, and I know that the first time that I ever attended these things, I was thinking, these guys are way too happy.
Yeah, what are they smoking?
Yeah, what are they smoking?
What are they drinking?
But I went in there way under,
right,
with a positive feeling compared to them.
Right.
Now, the more and more that I continued to attend these things, and the more and more I wanted to be around positive people, to me it's like working out, conditioning yourself to be positive.
Yep.
Because if you think about it, we are all taught, well, as kids, we're all taught to be good and not bad. We're just naturally bad and negative people. Right. You never tell a kid, you never teach a kid how to be bad because we're just naturally.
We do it on our own.
We just do it on our own, right?
Right.
Is that true?
Yes.
So when we grow up and we're not around being conditioned to be positive, then it's hard to be positive.
Yeah. Or to even know what that looks like. You know, you and I shared when I left my job, I thought when I was there I was a positive person. And then I left and I had a lot of time before I jumped into my next career. I had some time and I really started listening to the thoughts that were going on in my head, and I was like, holy criminy, I've got a lot of negativity going on.
Yep.
And I made a conscious decision at that point to become more positive. And before I even knew that you could literally do it, I decided I kept saying, I'm going to rewire my brain, not knowing that you literally can. But I just, every time I had a negative thought, I stopped myself and I thought, okay, what should I have thought? And I started thinking the positive.
Sure. So let me ask you this, and we'll share with the viewers.
Yep.
If you are around a negative person,
I was gonna say, I'm afraid of what you're going to ask.
If you're around a negative person, what do you do?
Well, every situation was a little bit different. Okay. Number one, I never try and coach or bring it to their attention because that could only be put them on the defensive, and I never want to do that. If they say something negative, I will try and say something positive. But sometimes I just let them be, and I try and be the best person I can be, and if it rubs off, that's great, and if it doesn't, then, you know, I mean, I've lost a few friends in my life that, you know, I just don't hang around with them anymore because they are so negative. And it's not that I made a conscious decision that, I'm never going to see this person again, but it just kind of happened that way, that as we started interacting with each other, we just didn't mesh anymore. And we've kind of gravitated in opposite directions.
Sure. Okay. Well, no, the reason why I'm asking that is because you're right. I think it does depend on the situation, on how negative that person is.
Right.
Because as we're working to be positive and to have that positive energy, we grow our energy.
Absolutely.
Right? As we work it out.
Yep.
Okay, so if we run into someone who's negative here and we have a lot more positive to offer, again, you don't push your positiveness around them. You just be yourself, be positive, and drag them up with you, because negative people are drawn to positive people.
Oh, yeah.
So if we can bring them up in a very...
Pull them along.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not do it? Now, if you run into someone who's way up here in negativity, their situation, and your positive is high, but it's not as high as their negative, I think that you probably should...
Run?
Or at least...
You took it slowly. I might have a little fire and smoke coming out.
So that's how I see things. I mean, I don't know.
No, you're absolutely right. And I've had people around me say that, just by being around me, they start thinking more positively. Or I've had some of my friends kind of jokingly say, okay, Kathy, I know, think on the bright side. But I don't walk around, I hate to use the word preach, but it's the word that's coming to my mind. I just try and be the best Kathy I can be.
Sure.
And, I can't remember who said this quote, but was it Gandhi that said, be the change that you want to see in the world? Yeah.
Yep, be the change.
So that's the best that we can ever do.
That's
and
right.
and one thing that I have seen other people that when they're on this path and they start making positive changes in their life, they feel that all of a sudden now they have to go out and tell everybody else how to do it.
Exactly. Me.
Aren't I great? I'm so positive. You are not. Let me tell you how to be better.
That's right.
And
I used to be that way, yeah.
And it's just it's not very productive, is it?
It really isn't.
I think it was, here's another quote. I think it was Eleanor Roosevelt that said, it's none of our business what other people think of us. Yeah. And I try and remind myself of that a lot when people are being negative, or sometimes I feel like they're attacking me. Not me personally. I just happen to be the person that's talking about real estate or something. And one guy, I met my girlfriend at a bar before we went to a concert, and there was this guy that was talking to us, and I told him how the market's turning around, and about 4 months worth of inventory, and blah blah blah. And he literally leaned over the bar, and he goes, "Are you sure? I don't think you're right." And I physically recoiled, and I said, "Well, I'm sure that I'm quoting the numbers that I have. I can't verify the MLS numbers,
Sure.
But it was really interesting."
Yeah, sure.
And I just kind of went, okay, and changed the subject. So
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Why battle that?
Yeah.
You don't need to.
No.
And the change, I think, from negative to positive it starts a certain place.
Yep. And where does it start?
Starts with me.
Yep.
Or starts with you.
Starts with you. Right.
Individually.
Yeah. Well, and just imagine if we all started, and like I say, we're all on our own path. We're all different places on our path. But if we were all making conscious effort to move that way, kind of like what the Mayan calendar says that we are going to do, that's the path that we're on. If we all made those steps forward, think how much less negativity there'd be if we were all, which we are. Think about 20 years ago. If you started talking about, be the change and, positive vibration, I don't resonate with that person, they'd look at you like you've been
sniffing coke.
Yeah, hippie, get out of here.
Exactly.
And now it's just common verbatim.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, all of you viewers out there, again, thank you. We appreciate you so much.
We do.
And
thank you for your comments.
Yes.
We really keep them coming.
Keep them
really,
coming.
really appreciate them.
Think positive. Start with change. Start with yourselves, and let's just change this whole world.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe we can all start doing what my friend does whenever he calls and says, "Hey, what's the good news? What's a good word today? Tell me something positive." If we start doing that with each other, it'll huge difference.
Love it.
So what's your good word today?
Until next time, have a great week.
And have an inspired week. Bye.